please just be careful. Don't fall for those tricks. I realized that you're being played. I mean, like, okay, I knew it earlier on, but with me, I'm like, I knew that this was a scam. Hi guys, and welcome back to Being Sidela, where I talk about life in China for foreigners, college life, and everything in between. So for that and more, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to turn on post notifications so that you get all videos as soon as we upload them. I was scammed, basically. That's what happened. The last year, okay, that's when I started noticing this. But last year, 2020, I have been getting messages on, and I've been seeing maybe if you go on Facebook or Instagram or even WeChat, of people who apparently they do Bitcoin or forex trading. Apparently, what I understood by this is that you invest some amount of money, and then they use that money to buy some I don't know, they do something with the traders, and then they buy it on a lower rate and they get more money. I don't know, apparently you put in money to get more money. More like a pyramid, I think, more like a pyramid scheme.
Honestly, I have no idea what they claim to do, and I haven't even made a research to find out. So yeah,
because I don't understand where the money is coming from and where the money is spent, how the money multiplies like overnight. Basically, that's what they tell you. So the first time that I ever got like a message like that, I was on Facebook. So I think what they do is they target students, or they actually target students, because especially last year, that's when everyone like was on lockdown, and especially students, because as you know, students in China, they can't go and work and stuff. So everyone,
this is not exclusive to China. Obviously, it happens in many places. I'm just talking about here in China because, one, I live in China, and number two, this is how I know they operate right here in China.
You know that especially students, you can't even go and like hide, and like you know the law says whatever the law says, but people still gotta survive. But then in that time, most of the students were locked in their campuses, and even if you were out there, no one was really doing anything. Like everything was down. Even people who have regular jobs or people who have businesses and whatever, everything was like down. So even if you have like your regular source of income was disturbed by the pandemic, it's still, I ever got a message like that was when I when I was I was on Facebook. Then I saw like someone who sends you like a friend request. I don't really reply to friend requests, so mostly I don't even respond if it's not someone that I really know. And besides, who's using Facebook anyway? I don't remember what her name was, so she sent me a Facebook request. So those mutual friends that we had were actually mostly people who I got to school with. So I thought maybe she was in my school, or maybe she was around the area, because like usually with foreigners, they usually all around. Like you don't really necessarily have to know someone to be their friend, but if they're friends of a friends of a friends of a friend, that's how you end up meeting people. So if they're friends of a friends of a friends of a friends, so then automatically I just accept the friends, because I'm just like, okay, since you already know the people that I know, we might actually be friends, because it's hard. It's so damn hard to actually make friends over here. Oh my god. She sends me all this like invest what. I was like, how am I gonna invest? We all know that, like, obviously we all know that that's a scam, and there's no way that you gonna just invest someone just gonna put your money, and then someone is gonna like the following day you're gonna have a certain amount of money. That's not possible. And I beg to differ. If anyone has ever invested in those schemes and they've actually worked, please tell me in the comment section down below. So then yeah, that was the first ever time that I actually got someone like those traders who contacted me telling me that they want me to invest. I've been getting a lot of those throughout then I just usually they come to through my Instagram, and there are people like, most of them seem to be people who actually have like active accounts, and they actually post pictures of themselves. I've been in groups where I see people posting those messages. Target audience are obviously students, and they actually go into the students group where they know that students are struggling. If you tell me that give me $100 and then tomorrow I'm gonna give you $500 because I'm already struggling, and that's a way to make a quick money, I'm gonna say yes. I'm no dummy. I know that is not real. I don't know anyone who has ever really invested in those kind of schemes and it has actually worked for them. But I have one friend who actually told me that they tried to do the same. So they did it the first time and then they got their investment back. They did it the second time, they got the investment back. So but then they were scared to do it the third time. Usually I heard also that usually what they do is they let you invest like a couple of times to gain their trust. Then so you maybe at first you invest like just a small amount of money, then maybe the next time you invest more and more and more. Then maybe when you're just like, oh my god, I'm gonna invest this big amount of money, that's when they they do the whole thing. I don't know. I think if someone keeps on doing this, it means that it has worked before, or maybe there's just that one person who might really be desperate, or who might actually not be that intelligent, for lack of a better word. Let me just use intelligent. And no matter how much I know this is not real, I couldn't help but wonder what would happen if I actually invest. But I didn't want to put a lot of money into it because I was thinking like I could do that and then I could invest a lot of money and then all for nothing. I was thinking if I can get someone who wants me to invest like any amount of money, like I would do that. I would actually do it and see how it goes. Like that was gonna be a one-off thing, and I was gonna just be like, okay, this works sometimes. That was gonna be that like my whole experiment. So then I actually was in this group one day and I saw this guy who was saying like, oh, you could invest like this amount of money that you could invest was like 500 RMB, which is I don't know how many US dollars, but it's close to like $100. So then I found this guy who was saying like you could invest like any sort of amount, like you could invest 100 and you could invest 100, which is 100 RMB, which is about maybe $15, I guess. So I was just like, oh, then I contacted him and they send you this whole thing about you invest in what, and then apparently they just said, oh, you just invest and then you're gonna get your money back. How much do you want to invest? Then I actually told him like, I could invest like 100 RMB. Then he said, oh, I wish you could invest more than that. And I was like, is it okay if I just invest this amount of money because this is all I have for now? Then he was like, yeah, it's okay. Like I was hoping like you could invest more just for your benefits. For your benefits. I ended up just investing that 100 RMB. Then it was like, these things. Apparently that's what he said, but I know he was like. So then he was asking me about, because I just gave him details like, oh, my name is whatever. That's all I gave him. I was thinking like, okay, I'm gonna I'm gonna just give him this amount of money, then the next day he's gonna give me this amount of money. That's all I thought it was. And then he kept on sending me like, can you please send me your live location, can you please send me your password number.
Another important detail: before I made any investment, I actually asked him to give me full details because I didn't know what this was all about, and he said that was all. But then again, he was blaming me that he thought that I knew what I was getting myself into. But I asked him to give me the whole detail, but he didn't.
He needed that information to open an account or something, so that next time I invest, I already have an account. Next day he called me. He was like, your money is ready, but could you please give me your phone number? No, I'm not gonna give you my phone number. I was about to give you my phone number until you said, can you, with that phone number, can you also give me your passport number, and please can you give me your Alipay account? Actually, wait, I actually had given him my Alipay because he said he was gonna transfer that money to my Alipay. And then when he said, can you give me your phone number and your passport number? So I was thinking, if he has my Alipay and he has my passport and my phone number, I don't know, I think you can actually access that without having to. So if you don't already know, there's an application called Alipay that we use over here. It's like, it's more like your typical EcoCash, or like I don't know what people have in other countries. Like, if you have all that information, you can actually access my information, because he was like, can you send me your passport number, can you send me your passport page with all the information? I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna do that so that you're gonna access my Alipay and steal my 500. I don't know how much money I had in my Alipay, but I just thought like he or she was gonna take that amount. So the surprising thing is, he actually sent me his own Alipay, because apparently I was supposed to send him a friend request to so that he would know that this was me, and then he would transfer my money. And then when I sent him, I actually noticed that this person was, wait, I think I still have the messages of the messages are gone. I think I deleted almost everything, but I just noticed the person he had a Zimbabwean name, and then I was like, oops, wait, could this be another Zimbabwean that is trying and scamming people here? You have no idea. So when he told me the day before, he told me to send my address, and I was like, I know I'm not gonna send your address because this is just about transferring money. I don't see why you need my address for that. I was about to conclude this as, okay, maybe this is real, maybe I'm the one who obviously overreacted over nothing, and maybe this was real. That's what I was gonna conclude it. So when the following day was like, can you give me your passport, can you give me your, I was like, no. Then in my own personal thing, I think like if someone is really running a really successful business, and because he got so angry and was like, I'm so busy and I'm tracking you down to invest money, I'm trying to make money for you, but you don't want to cooperate. I was like, I do want to cooperate, but I'm just gonna not give you my personal information. Then all of a sudden it was like, I didn't see your notification, I didn't see the money that you transferred. That was, I think, a couple of days later. I was like, I didn't see the money. I'm like, the hell, what did you say? I even sent him the screenshot. It was like, oh, okay, I realized now. Are you just gonna make me send you more money? Can't you see that if you go these chats, I actually send you money? If you go to your transactions, you can actually see that I transferred money to you. I knew that this was a scam. If you can't give me all this information, we might not actually be able to create an account for you. Then that means you can't get your returns. The whole shenanigans. I'm just like, I am not really gonna do that. I am not. All of a sudden, it was like the other. So there's a way to do that. You could actually use someone's account, then you're gonna get your money. I was like, okay, can I can do that. Then it was like, okay. Then he said that the surprising thing, he said, if you want to do that, you might have to give me 1,000. I think it was like 1,000 RMB for that. I'm like, excuse me, I didn't even invest half of that. You got an email to invest to give you 1,000 just to use someone's account. Like, this does not make sense at all. I was like, no, this doesn't make sense at all. I don't have $1,000. He was like, so if you don't have $1,000, just cooperate with me. I'm like, realize that you're being played. I mean, like, okay, I knew it earlier on, but I was just going with whatever I was saying, because I was just like, okay, let me hear what he's gonna, how far he's gonna willing to take this. And because I knew that I'm not gonna get any money back. I knew that definitely. Then on, I just stopped responding to his messages, and he kept on calling me. I realized, okay, I wanted to see how this thing goes. I wanted to see if this was gonna work out. Obviously, I knew that this was a whole scam, like out and about, and they're doing this thing. I mean, it's someone who really is desperate for money, or someone, lack of a better word, who isn't clever, but actually do that, and they may lose money. Obviously, I shouldn't have experimented with them. I shouldn't have. I know that I shouldn't have done that, but someone who really is maybe desperate, or someone who doesn't even have money, and they're just hoping, okay, fine, I can invest this, because to me 100 RMB wasn't really a lot of money, and I could do without it. But I was thinking, in the long run, maybe they're gonna do that to us people, like maybe they're gonna do that to people like me, who just like, okay, let me experiment to see how this goes. In a way, even if I just wanted to experiment and see how this kind of works, I still kind of regret it somehow, because I was just like, maybe they're waiting for people like me who are like trying to see if this works, because there's someone like me who really, I don't believe in that. I really knew that this was a scare, but maybe they know that there are people like me who knows that this doesn't work, but they're like, okay, let me just see how it goes. So I kind of, I'm not really proud of myself for actually be like, okay, let me see if this really works. The whole thing was just so funny to me, how he kept on trying to call me, and he didn't give up. I was like, yeah, you're definitely a scam, because there's no way someone is gonna be running a successful business, and if some people don't actually return, I'll just keep the money for myself, because I'm just like, I can't be running after you to give you money. I'm not gonna do that. So that's the story of how I got scammed. I mean, please just be careful, don't fall for those tricks. I mean, like, I know that nobody is gonna fall for those tricks, but I mean, I kind of did fall for it. The experiment of me getting scammed. I mean, experimenting with the Bitcoiners. Should I call them the Bitcoiners? The Forex traders. Okay, the traders of something. Please don't get scammed. And thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like it and share with a friend. All right. And oh my god, this is the first day of the month, so happy new month, happy February, and see you in another video. Bye.